everybody. Welcome to the Connection Corner. I am Barb Nangle, and I'm the community manager at Known Co-working. I am really excited today to have three of the Knownpreneurs, Melissa, Crystal, and Renee, on the show. They are from our current cohort of the Knownpreneurs Growth Lab, which is a BIPOC business accelerator. And before I bring them on, I want to say a little bit about Known. It's a dynamic co-working place or community really to connect entrepreneurs across their fields of expertise, endeavors, and experiences. We started as a co-working place in downtown New Haven, and we're still the only co-working place downtown, but we've expanded into a multifaceted entrepreneur support organization. As a reminder, Known Co-working has hourly, daily, and monthly plans for dedicated desks and office spaces, as well as conference rooms and Zoom rooms available for rent. And then we also have, you can drop in either for a day pass or multiple days as a coworker. If you'd like to know more about the space, feel free to send me an email. I can be reached at barb@knowncoworking.com. You can also check us out at nhvknown.com on the web, or follow us on Facebook or Instagram at Known Co-working and DM us there. One of the ways we support entrepreneurs is through our virtual program. So we have this one, the Connection Corner, and Digital Media Sync. You can watch replays of all of them. We have well over 100 episodes on the website under Known Live. So Digital Media Sync is your window to the digital world. It's hosted by Julia Gambale. She is the social media maven of Agents of Branding, and she also happens to be right now the entrepreneur in residence at the New Haven Free Public Library. So she's got an incredibly wide variety of knowledge and expertise about the world of entrepreneurship. This show, The Connection Corner, is a place for entrepreneurs, creators, thinkers, and innovators to share either how they support entrepreneurs or their own entrepreneurial journeys, which is what we're going to hear about today. If you or anyone you know would like to be on one of these shows, go ahead and send me an email. I'm at barb@knowncoworking.com. Our purpose in the physical and virtual space is to make connections between people. We're here to help people get connected, inspired, and known. And speaking of getting known, I host virtual networking every Monday from 4 to 5. You can find the link to that on our website. So as the community manager here at Known, my job is to connect people to the people and the organizations and resources they want and need to meet. So the more I know about you, the more likely I am to be able to connect you with the types of people you need to meet. In addition, I also host in-person networking at Known every Friday from 3 to 5. We're at 139 Orange Street in downtown New Haven on the 4th floor. And it's really basically like a happy hour. We have alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages and snacks. You never know who's going to show up. We have someone, Jesse Phillips from the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce is there every Friday. So you can get connected to him if nobody else. And without further ado, what I want to do now is bring on Renee. All right. Welcome, Renee from Trachouse. So glad you're here. So I'm going to turn things over to you and let you just share whatever you want these folks to know about your business. So take it away, Renee.
Okay, thank you so much, Barb. Like she said, my name is Renee Griffin, and I'm the owner and CEO, manager of the Trachouse Beauty Salon. Right now, we are located at 900 Grand Avenue in New Haven, and we've been there for the past 5 years. But right now, we are in the process of transitioning to a 3,000 square foot space in East Haven, and we're going to be combining both of my locations into one. The address is going to be 39 East Frontage Road, so I'm super excited about that. But Trachouse is basically a all-inclusive place for you to get all of your beauty needs met. So if you're ever thinking about booking a vacation, you're trying to find somewhere where the food is included, the drinks are included, all the activities are included, and that's the type of vibe that you're going to find at Trachouse. When you come, you can get your hair done, you can get your nails done, you can get your lashes done, you can get your brows done, you can get your teeth whitened, you can get a wax, you can get a facial. So all things beauty, you can get done under one roof. And it's just been amazing to have this business for the past 5 years and service so many people in the community. We give back in so many ways. And I just love being an entrepreneur because I literally started doing hair from my bedroom when I was in high school, and then in my dorm room when I went to Southern. And then I got a suite that was 400 square feet to now it's 15 employees and 2 locations. So it's just been definitely a journey. And being a part of Known has been great because I've been able to introduce myself and my business to so many people. And the thing that makes my salon unique and different from other salons is that I have a genuine sisterhood, and it's definitely a learning and educational atmosphere in the Trachouse. It's a vibe. When you come in, you feel great about yourself, and we make you feel good, you know, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. That's what we like to say. So Trachouse is just I want to say an innovative type of brand. We would love for you guys to follow us on Instagram. We try to stay up with all the latest trends and things that are going on. We're willing to try different things. We do wigs, we do braids, we do natural hair. Like I said, nails, makeup. So with any type of event that you're trying to have, you can come down and visit us, and we'll make you look beautiful inside out. So that's pretty much about Trachouse, and very humble from where we started from to where we're growing and going to now. It's just been an amazing experience working with different women that I've known from they were small to now just being bosses and just fostering an atmosphere of people having their own businesses under the one Trachouse roof. Everyone is an independent contractor there, so they're all running their own businesses independently. But we all come together as a family. We have different events. We love, like I said earlier, to give back to the community and to collaborate with everyone. So that's the Trachouse brand. That's what we do.
Fantastic. Oh, I guess I need to take the stay tuned banner off the back there. I
Stay
don't
tuned for our new location the next couple.
we need to have I'm going to put this one up here. That's a little bit better. So briefly before we bring Crystal on, I remember when I interviewed you that we were talking about the name Trachouse.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to share with folks like how you came up with that name?
So when you are getting extensions put in, the hair is usually on a track or a weft. I wish I had one here, but I'm in my kitchen and I don't have one. But one of my clients, she was coming to my house to get her hair done, and her husband was paying for everything. And, you know, her bill was, you know, like $600 to get this customized wig made for her, because we like to cater to women who are like on the go. So you might not want to spend hours and hours at the salon. So a wig is a great alternative for someone who just kind of wants to put it on and go, but it has to be customized just for you. So I didn't live in the best neighborhood, so at the time, and he was like, "What is this? A trap house? Where trap house is a place where they sell drugs and do So I was like, it's not a trap house, but it's a track house because we're sewing tracks together. So that's actually where the name came from.
Okay,
I'm not doing any illicit activity, but we're very hardworking people.
Awesome. I love it. I love that story. I do. All right. Well, I'm gonna take you off, and we're gonna bring Crystal on, but stay tuned because we'll have you back in a few minutes. All right. And here we have Crystal Jackson. I'm gonna give you the solo screen and let you take it away, Crystal. Welcome.
All right. Thanks, Barb. Hey everyone, so I'm Crystal Jackson. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I am the owner of Simply Being Wellness Counseling. We are a mental health group therapy and wellness practice that's based in Farmington, Connecticut, but we also serve all of Connecticut with virtual sessions. I like to say that we're therapy and wellness because we, in addition to our therapy sessions for individuals, teens, couples, college students, women's issues, all of that, we also provide wellness trainings and education through workshops, retreats, and hopefully soon some online courses. So make sure you stay tuned to our website and visit us to sign up so you can be in the know for those things. Simply Being really started as kind of a side hustle for me. I had been looking for something else that I could create on my own, and it was birthed out of my own healing journey. And so a lot of my initial work really started working with helping professionals. So your teachers, your caregivers, nurses, doctors, attorneys, anyone who, other therapists, right, who is kind of used to in their everyday taking care of someone else and taking care of everyone else, and helping them to really reconnect with themselves, to learn some tools to prevent burnout, and to really develop some self-care routines. And that evolved over time until last year, where I hired my first employees. So right now I currently have 3 therapists on the team who have really expanded a lot of who we're able to serve and the type of services that we can provide. So I have a therapist who is also Spanish speaking. So she's able to provide services, whether it's couples or individuals in Spanish. And I am very proud to say that all of our therapists are people of color. And we really want to connect with people who are looking to be able to show up as themselves. So that's where the name comes from, Simply Being, right? The place where you can simply be. We don't need you to show up with any preconceived notions. We want you to really be able to connect and build a relationship with us as we're helping you through your own healing journey. And so that's where that came on. I also enjoy doing speaking and connecting with organizations and companies by helping them with their employee wellness. And that is through providing education through workshops, but also through offering some one-to-one consultations to help employees with building up their own self-care toolbox, so to speak. So I'm very happy to be here, happy to be a Known. I was saying a little bit earlier today that Known really helped me to see my business as a business and to see where we can evolve and grow. And just in the since I've gone full-time last year, we have had so much growth and have more opportunity to serve and support people who are looking to really take care of their mental health and their wellness.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So the first question that pops into my mind, which I bet you get all the time, is do you take insurance?
Yeah, so we in private practice, it's a little bit different. So I have practitioners, some who do take insurance, some who don't. So right now we have the most of our opens for clients who have Cigna insurance or people who can pay out of pocket. We do offer some sliding scales. We have limited availability for like Husky Medicaid, Anthem, Blue Cross, and Optum. So it really just kind of depends on where we're at with our clients at the present.
Okay, so each different therapist has a slate of insurance companies that they work with.
That's correct.
All right, and then you mentioned that you do virtual services, so that's only to people in the state of Connecticut?
That's correct. Yes, for now, that is correct. So we can only provide, I'm only licensed in Connecticut, and all the therapists on my team are only licensed in Connecticut. So we can only provide services to people who reside in Connecticut because that's where we're authorized to practice.
Okay, wonderful. And then can you give an idea of an example of a workshop you might do at an organization to promote wellness?
Absolutely, yeah. So my signature workshops, actually, one is about self-care. It's called Practices That Keep You Whole. And my other workshop is about mindset. And so I found that is kind of the top 2 things that people in companies or organizations that are looking to help their employees with. But also, I want to be able to provide some tools for people to be able to take them after I'm done with the workshop, right? Because I'm only giving you a little snippet. My goal is to always have whoever's participating to be able to see how can I apply what I have learned or what has been presented to my life moving forward. And what I do know about employees is that it's important for people to feel like they have a sense of community, that they are being seen, they are being heard, and that, when companies say that they're wellness minded and that they're champions for making sure that the people on their team feel well, that they're actually showing up and doing that, not just with having these type of workshops, but also with how managers and administration is being able to continue the work that kind of stem from whatever I bring to the table.
Yeah, I love it. You're speaking my language. So I can't remember what you know about me, but one, I have a podcast that's called Fragmented to Whole: Life Lessons from 12-Step Recovery. So I'm all about wholeness. And then an enormous amount of the work that I do on that podcast and with my clients as a boundaries coach is mindset stuff, because it's mindset is everything. So, all right, great. So I'm going to actually pull you off screen and bring Melissa back. And if you'll hang around for a few minutes, we'll have you come back with both of them.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me just do my, there we go, remove from stream. All right, Melissa, welcome to the Connection Corner. I'm going to turn things over to you and let you take it away. Tell people prepare.
Thank you so much, Barb, for having me on today. So as Barb said, my name is Melissa Pearson. I am the founder and CEO of Lepeir Clothing Co. It started because in 2018 and 19, I gave birth to my daughter 2018, and I suffered with postpartum depression and anxiety for a year and a half. And for that year and a half, I wasn't myself, but I didn't know what was going on until after I came out of it. So once I realized, and I had done some research to figure out, wow, Melissa, you were going through postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety. This is something that happens, and it happens far too often for myself to not have known about it. So having always been an encourager, I decided, okay, let me build an inspirational brand because people need this in today's world. So I started Lepeir, which I started with one t-shirt, and we grew into multiple designs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. Now we have pillows, socks, mugs, and things like that. But it's not just your average clothing brand. I truly care about people. I care about encouraging, motivating, and inspiring them that despite what you've been through in your past or what you're currently going through, that doesn't define you. These things are just temporary. You know, you can turn your pain into purpose like I have and truly help others. And so I've just been doing a lot of work over the last, I would say, 6 months to bring more awareness to postpartum depression, regular depression, and anxiety, because our community, especially the Black and the Hispanic community, we need a lot of awareness. People don't know, or people don't want to talk about it. They have misconceptions. So we've been doing the work on that. And I am working on building a program for our community that will offer women experiencing postpartum depression or in the postpartum journey, you know, the weeks and months after delivering a child, to have access to things that will help support them. Because although I know that I cannot I cannot not have postpartum depression happen. I can't control that. But what I can do is I can provide the support and resources that I know would help other families, such as, you know, having access to therapists, postpartum doulas, someone coming in to clean their home for them during the first month being home, someone delivering home cooked meals to them, just because those are things that we truly need support and help when we come home from the hospital. So if you want to follow me, you can follow us on Instagram at Lepeir, Lepeir. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been on my journey with me and all the connections I've been able to make here at Known and even on social media. So, yeah.
Great. So one thing I've never asked you is about the name Lepeir. Tell me about that.
So we made it up, obviously, and okay. Le stands for Lee, which is my daughter's middle name.
Okay, I think maybe I did hear this story.
And then Peir stands for Pearson, which is our last name, because we want to build a family empire. So everything that we do, we aspire to have Lepeir attached to it, so that when our daughter, and if I decide to have more children, come, you know, they can have that to attach themselves to.
Okay. And how about you show people the t-shirt that you're wearing?
Oh.
There you go. That's sort of, was that your first t-shirt?
No, my first t-shirt actually is gray, and it says encourage, motivate, inspire. I don't think you've ever seen that one. It's not on the website right now.
Okay.
Maybe I'll bring it back for a limited edition. But this one is I turn my pain into purpose.
Right, which is kind of like that's your mission. And then the other thing, you didn't mention anything about the jewelry. Do you want to say something?
Excuse me. So yes, we also have bracelets that are 100% stainless steel, tarnish resistant. They won't change, fade colors. They're fully adjustable to, sorry guys, this is hard to do. Fully adjustable to fit just about any wrist size. They all have different inspirational sayings on them. So the one I have on is Survivor. She believed she could, so she did is very, very popular. And you can get those also on our website.
Right. And I have the one that says "This too shall pass," the
Yes.
little thin little one.
Yes.
All right, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring Renee and Crystal back so we can all chat. Oh, I guess we can take Melissa's thing down there. Thank you all so much. So I know we did a little bit of chatting before, but the audience didn't get a chance to hear that. So I think what I'd like to hear from each of you is perhaps like what has been the greatest benefit of being in the KNOWNpreneurs Growth Lab for you, and whoever wants to go first can just chime in.
Okay.
Go ahead, Melissa, please.
Oh. So I think for me would be okay, I had two things and one slip, but like I said earlier, the connections, because it's just seeing that there's ways to meet other people, and people that can help. They can help you, you can help them, and just building genuine connections with individuals that I would have otherwise never met. And being able to, like Renee and I had collaborated on a give back for someone in the community. So just being able to do things like that, I think that's been the best part for me.
Okay.
I would say just knowing that there are other entrepreneurs who are on this journey that you're on, and that it's not easy, and that there are bumps in the road, but people are still inspired. People are still have a spark inside of them to do what they're passionate about, and to just learn with other entrepreneurs who are at different levels in their journeys of their businesses, and to be able to help each other and not be afraid to ask for help from people. Everybody's so welcoming. And if you haven't been down to the Known Co-working Lab, it's beautiful there. So just having like an encouraging space of people who genuinely want to help you, because sometimes we look to like our family and our friends to share our things and to support our businesses, but you might get a connection from Barb for somebody that needs their hair done that wouldn't normally be your customer. So just the new connections, and knowing that there are other entrepreneurs out here going through the same journey as you. So I think that that's been the most beautiful part about Known for me.
Nice. Yeah. How about you, Crystal?
Yeah, I agree, with both Melissa and Renee. Having community, the sense of community, especially for myself, who's a first generation entrepreneur, new entrepreneur. I took the leap about 9 months ago to come into this. I consider everybody kind of like my coworkers because I don't have that regular, social interaction. So to have people who are on this journey with me, and also to get an abundance of education we were talking about before on some things that maybe I would have had to, or I have been piecing together between, myself and what I can learn. I have it just there week to week as where I don't have to think too hard. I can just sit back and learn and connect. That's been super valuable for me.
Yeah, agreed. So as an entrepreneur myself, I'm with all of you on like having people in your circle that are doing the same thing. I've heard it said there ain't no personal development program like being an entrepreneur. And that's the truth, because there's no time for like failure. You have to pick yourself back up and get started again. And having people around you who are constantly like motivating and inspiring themselves and each other is just so, so helpful. So
yeah, and normalizing it, right? I think that's the thing. I didn't know. I had no frame of reference. So being able to tap in and see how much of this journey, I call it like I'm on a baby roller coaster. I'm like, just when you think you got it, like, woo, okay. But it's something that I choose to do. And I'm glad to have people that, are showing me the value of this perseverance.
Yeah. And I think that one of the most valuable things entrepreneurs could do is network, because you just don't know who you're going to get connections from. Sometimes you don't even know what kind of connections you need until you get them. And it happens from networking. So, all right. Next question. If you were to think about the kind of person who would benefit the most from applying to KNOWNpreneurs in the future, because we will have future cohorts, who do you think should apply based on what your own experience and then what you've seen of your peers in the program?
I think that people who obviously have a business, I think that they should apply. And people who are still at the stage where they don't know if their business can be successful, or like what the business aspect of it is. to really know what they're diving into and to just get a spark. And for me, getting up every Tuesday and getting on at 9 a.m., I know that everybody else is going to be there. So I feel inspired to know that, okay, so everybody's going to show up. So I'm going to be the one that's not going to be there. So I need to be there. I need to get up and I need to show up. So if you're serious about turning your hobby into like a career and you want it to be like your main, source of income, I think that this program is for you so that you could really kind of hone in on, this is what I want to do. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to make a legacy for my family. I want to be successful. I want to have 6-figure months, not years, 6-figure months. That's what I want for myself. Then I think that this is a good program to join.
Awesome. Either of you want to add something else?
She kind of said it all, but the one thing I will add is for those that maybe, your business is going well, but you kind of feel stuck and don't know how you can grow it, how you can scale it and kind of take yourself out of the equation so you can have more time for those things that you want to do. I think individuals like that would greatly benefit also.
Okay. Crystal, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I agree with both of what they both said. But also I think that sometimes people start things and don't see how it can progress, right? And so this program has really given us the building blocks to be able to see not only the financials, but also the mindset piece that comes with growing a business. And I think if a person is interested in really like making their business a business, and as Renee said, get into the coin, but also as Melissa pointed out, having that impact, right? I think Known is really gonna meld those two things together.
Yeah, you reminded me of one of my favorite sayings, and it's really served me well in the last year on my entrepreneurial journey, and that is, go as far as you can see. When you get there, you can see further. Because sometimes you got no idea where this is going to lead, but you're like, I know that this is the next right action for me to take. I don't know why, or I don't know where this is going to lead, but agreed. And then the other thing I want to bring up is that Known is very specifically a BIPOC entrepreneur support program. What has it been like for you as women of color to be in a cohort of other people of color who are entrepreneurs? How has that been for you?
It's been super inspiring for me. We have one woman in our cohort, and everybody's great. But when she comes on and she talks about like the millions of dollars that her business is scaling to make, I'm just like, that is incredible. And then just to see, we are women of color and people of color, and like, I want to say maybe 75% of our cohort has like a full-time job and they do their business as well. So 9 to 5 for the man and then 5 to 9 for yourself. So I think that just knowing that you're not the only person struggling to like manage 2 things and still have to go home and make dinner for your family and do laundry. And, so I think that it's just inspiring to be around women and men who are going just as hard as you are. You're not the only one running the race. So just that sense of community, like Crystal said.
I agree with what Renee is saying because I know who she's talking about, and I'm just like, wow, that's so awesome. Like, I can't wait. Like, how I am is I like to clap for others when, the Bible says rejoice when others are rejoicing. But so I like to just get excited because I know that if that can happen for them, then that can happen for me as well. And like Renee was saying, it's just very inspiring, especially for me. These last few months have been very chaotic in my life. But knowing that I had, like Renee said, some on Tuesdays at 9 a.m., I'm getting up to go to class and I don't want to be the one that's not showing up. And just being able to have that and see other people that look like you and have gone through what you've gone through, and seeing them be so successful and, putting in the work to not only better themselves but the community as well is very touching. So
yeah, great. Crystal, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, my first thing that came to mind when you asked that question was it feels safe. I think for somebody who's as myself, who I've always grown up and been in a kind of predominantly white space, there's a armor that you have to have, especially when in a space like this where there's different levels, and we're learning. It's a very vulnerable environment to be in. So to look around the virtual room and to see other people who likely understand some of the nuances of what it means to be Black owned, woman owned, person of color owned business, is it feels safe and it feels very protective. And so it makes me want to continue coming back and learning and being better so I can, help the next people in the same way.
I love it. I love it. That actually, my heart swelled when you said that you feel safe. That's fantastic. Because you're right. It is a very vulnerable environment because we're learning to stretch ourselves beyond what we've ever done before. We're doing things we've never done. We don't know what we're doing. And so to be able to admit that to people, when you're wearing armor is extremely difficult. So that's fantastic. Well, we're about to wrap up. I do want to give, each of you an opportunity to just add anything more. If there's anything else you'd like to say or one last plug you want to give for your business, go ahead and do it.
Follow us on Instagram, everyone. Trachouse, at TRACHOUSE, just to see our journey. We're moving into our new space, and it's coming along. And I'm just so excited to have all of our services under one roof. And if you have Comcast cable, you can catch our commercial on air on so many of the channels. So that's exciting as well. So just follow our Trachouse journey, and that's it.
Okay.
I just want to say, no matter what it looks like, don't look at what it looks like. Remember what it can be. And follow us on Instagram. I'm going to get back on being consistent again. I know you guys hear me say this often, but life, right? I'm working on myself. So at Lepeir, our website is www.lepeir.com. We're on Facebook, TikTok, and stay tuned for our journey also.
All righty. All right, Crystal.
Yeah, as y'all know, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, so we are really wanting to see people be more connected, more aware, and just more in tune with themselves. And so, we have some openings for individual couples. If whatever you're looking for to heal at this point in time and to get some education, please visit us at our website. You can visit us on Instagram at simplybeingcounseling.com. And we're ready to serve and support.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much. And I'm hoping you'll all stick around for a moment. I'm going to take you off the screen for a moment, but please stick around for a moment. I'm just going to wrap things up. But thank you again. I'm so appreciative of your time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I'm so appreciative. I want to thank Melissa and Crystal and Renee for their time. And don't forget, even if you're watching the replay, you can go ahead and leave comments and we'll pass them on. And we will be back again next Tuesday, the 17th at 12:30 with two more of the Knownnpreneurs, Janora and Danielle. And I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the day.